Hey guys, Tara here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Rustungswerke Essen. Player today spawning on the left, we have CaptainSPrice as OKW. In his loadout is Elite Armor, Breakthrough, and Special Operations. Facing off against him on the right is VonIvan as the Soviets, who has Shock Rifle Frontline, Armored Assault, and Guard Motor. I don't think I've cast a game on this map. Probably one of the worst maps, I think, from the new map pool. Very pretty map, all these ammo crates, but these pathways, they cause your squads to clump up something crazy, and they just always end up getting wiped. Does seem to be a pretty big edge for allies on this map. But I do this cover here is interesting stuff, like vehicles can path over this and they don't crush it, but infantry can use it, and it does lead to some quite interesting skirmishes around those doorways. Also, this is a live game. I just got a 1440 monitor, so I'm just testing out some settings here. Figured I'll just go with the live game. It's just easier to get going. And if somebody sent in a cast request and this went bad, then we won't disappoint them. But yeah, there may be some slight hiccups. I'm not sure if my settings are too high or whatever, if I'm going to lag. Obviously 1440 is slightly more demanding. And I also had to change versions of OBS. I was on OBS Classic, now I'm on OBS Studio, because otherwise it wouldn't let me get the right resolution to output. So yeah, I did have a bit of experience with OBS Studio. It's what I used to cast ESL. So it wasn't too much of an issue, but we'll see how we get on. Anyway, VonIvan sending a pretty big blob over to this fuel point here. We're quite aggressive. We've got double stern pioneers from Price as well. Obviously, adaptation to this map. Good play here, leaving these combat engineers to the capping whilst he sends his two conscripts into close on the folks. And Price should probably retreat. No, he's going to bring these two squads up from behind. But they've been spotted by another squad of conscripts. Took a little bit of damage there. And he could lose his squad. Oh, folks. Just got to get a couple lucky Mosin shots in there. One more, I think he's dead. Oh, close call. And yeah, this was a bad idea. This was a really bad idea for VonIvan sending that conscript squad in like that. Got a skirmish up here. Conscript's going to win this. Behind the superior cover. I'm pretty sure this is outside 10 range, so cover bonuses are applying, which is why it's winning so handily. Usually conscripts do lose against Fox Grenadiers. But obviously when they've got vastly superior cover, that's not going to happen. So some decent engagements both ways. I think VonIvan did a pretty good job harassing that fuel and almost got that wipe. So imagine if he actually got the wipe. Yeah, you see a bit of a stutter there. He'd obviously be in an excellent position, but yeah, no Kubel from Price, and I can understand why. Maybe if you use the Kubel on the flanks, there's a lot of roads down here, could be useful for controlling the munitions, but try and use it in the center. The Kubel's so slow and its pathing so clunky, I think it will just backfire on you, honestly. If you want to use it on the flanks, try and control this munitions, I think it could have some success. But, personally, I don't find I get enough value from the Kubel. And I find having an extra squad, once you get into the late game, just really comes in handy. Especially as OKW, because you really rely on your variant seat. You've got to rely on hitting Vet 4, Vet 5 to actually compete against a lot of armies. And so if you have one more squad, that's one more squad that's been accumulating veterancy over the entire course of the game, rather than just, you know, how many of you build it, like maybe 15 minutes or whatever. And it does make a big difference. Well, VonIvan walks straight into this one. It's going to force... No, it doesn't even get to force away those stern pies, but they're probably going to retreat anyway. But yeah, that was what I was talking about. Some interesting engagements around those doors and around those line of sight blockers. And OKW definitely a lot better on this map than Austria. These 5-man squads really help, you know, against those clumping wipes, and having stern pioneers right off the bat very useful in those close range engagements. And VonIvan actually going for some shock troops. This is one of the probably one of the best maps for them. So there you go. Pretty good idea. Because yeah, I have tried this map as Austria and with Panzergrenadiers, and oh man, there's so many blob wipes, man. Oh, it was nasty. Yep, shock troops force away that squad. Probably going to force away one of these other squads and then have to retreat. Just going to try just stay here. Yeah, probably should have closed in a little bit earlier. There we go, now he's going to have to retreat himself. But that's not too bad. Forcing away 2 squads. It's going to allow him to keep his fuel back, I think. Yeah, Ura, nice maneuver there by Von. So he ran over a shoe mine there. Price did go for a mechanized, and in comes the looks. Man, stern pioneer is so good on this map. There's no retreats in the nick of time. I could lose this? Nah, unlikely. Very unlikely. Well, here comes the looks. Oh, and it sets off a tripwire flare. Whoopsie daisy. Got a Maxim weapon compagnie ready to go. So maybe he's going to build a Zis. Pretty hard to use a Zis or any anti-tank gun really on this map. Hard to get the positioning right with all these shot blockers, and just moving around this map quite difficult. Reasonably large map. So this, you know, in those kind of situations, generally when you want infantry-based anti-tank, obviously having gone for shock troops, it's not an option at the moment. But with the winter balance patch just around the corner, and it looks like they are going to keep the PTRS penals, so maybe that will be a future option. You'll be able to get shock troops plus PTRS penals for maps like this. And this could be a wipe. Didn't chase with the looks. Nope, gets wipe anyway. His squad's getting quite low. And he hasn't hit Vet 1 on either of his stern pioneers quite yet. Excuse me. He's going for a second looks. Doubling down. It's good timing for it. 2 looks, if you use them together, you know, very good at wiping squads, and Price is very known for blobbing. So I imagine he's going blobbers, light vehicles, and also you kind of want to against Soviets. So in a 1-on-1, the looks is going to lose to the T-70 pretty handily, but 2-on-1, then they can actually fight it. Looks, of course, having you know, worse armor, more health, and worse penetration on its gun. That's why it loses. But I think Price has been winning the last couple of engagements. Map control situation has been a little bit better, I feel, overall, and this double looks is poised to do a lot of damage to Von. T70 on the field. Is he got anti-tank grenades? No anti-tank grenades. Which is kind of understandable, I suppose, if he's trying to rush out this T70. Oh, this could be... Oh, this is going to be so nasty. This is what I was talking about. Price using both his looks together to try and wipe squads on retreat. And there goes these combat engineers. I don't know if he's going to be able to get a squad of conscripts. Yep, conscripts. Let's look at this negative cover road they have to run down. This is so nasty. Is he going to lose all 3 squads here? Starts the chase now. Looks like he in turn maybe got a wipe over here. But 3 squads for 1. Good trade there for Price. And VonIvan, look at his army. He's got nothing. Oh my god, if he retreats now, he could quite easily lose it. He did a bit of a maneuver like he's going to close in for the anti-tank grenade there, but can get close enough for it. Here comes T70 now. Got a Rikitten just on the field though. On its way up. So you're getting some lucky re-armor shots from the front. That's what I was talking about, those double looks. Being able to take down the T70. Just trying to bait them around the corner so he can get an anti-tank grenade off, and maybe that will be the difference in taking down one of these. Down one of these light tanks, but main gun destroyed. I don't know if he realized it was main gun destroyed. Didn't try to chase there. That would have been the opportune time to go after it. It's going to allow VonIvan to use the self-repair. In fact, he already has used the self-repair. Oh man, that got super low. Looks on the chase. No, maybe they can't pass through here very efficiently. Can't really chase it down. It's conscripts. Now they've got a mission to try and get back home without being wiped. Was he actually trying to throw an anti-tank grenade? That's just suicidal. I mean, he's not in a dire map control situation. He's still got his fuel, still got 1 VP. He's not losing on VPs profoundly, at least. So VonIvan's still got a chance. And go for combat engineers, obviously has to repair up his T70, and maybe you could go for another T70. Double T70s to fight double looks could be the way to go. Mr. 76 with all these sharp corners, you might have trouble using them on this map. You kind of need a turret. Popping smoke. Nice bit of attack ground usage there. Looks like the second looks. Oh man, why did he even bother? Honestly, why did he even bother? Yeah, there goes the shock troops. Well, oh man, that was bad. So yeah, very good strategy from Price on this map. I think double looks. You know, with those punishing, like, look at these retreat paths, man. It's just all negative cover the entire way back to your base. And now he's going for a Puma, perhaps expecting another T70 from Von, and rightfully so. If we take a look at supplies, we see Price 26 supply ahead right now. Very hard to come back from that. And now he's going to lose these conscripts as well. And most likely to lose the game. Double T70s. Doing quite a lot of damage to the Puma. That was their time. They have to go all in right here, I think. No, he's going to try back away. Puma also backs away. Puma of course has 50 range, can outrange them. So he just needs to, you know, use the Panzer II to provide sight. Oh, main gun destroyed on the Puma. Incredibly good luck there for Von. And are these T-70s going to get away? I can't believe this. I thought that was all sewn up there for Price, but that main gun destroyed crit. Saves VonIvan's bacon. And, Price didn't micro that super efficiently as well. Late on the chest. Man, these sometimes provide some pretty massive obstacles to seeing what's going on. I mean, I suppose they are quite pretty, but my god. Imagine trying to micro an engagement over here and you didn't have unit occlusion on. You would be done for. Down some incendiary artillery onto his fuel point. He doesn't want to lose that. Oh, he lost those comm engineers at the last second. Wow. And now he's going for another T-70. So 3 T-70s. It's going to probably come down to this Raketen positioning, honestly. Oh. Oh no, he could get the aim shot. Yep. Oh, but it actually gets the other T-70 with it. It decides to disengage. Conscripts were there, revealed themselves, didn't want to take a snare and risk losing it. It does buy VonIvan a bit more time to try and execute this triple T-70 strategy. Price at 9 CPs, you know, could go for a flak panzer. Just for a bit more support. Just floating a little bit. No, he's going for Spec Ops. Probably going to try hit the Command Panther timing, and he's half CP away from that, so I can't blame him. Okay, march to the T-70s. Here they go, going after the Vet 2 looks. And quite a lot of damage to it. And then he's disengaging. As Price inches ever closer to that Command Panther. Still not that, you know, still about 2 or 3 minutes away in terms of fuel, but already got the manpower ready to rumble. Where's that? Oh, the Rakiten's still in pretty much the same position. So one T-70 going to come in from the front and the other one's going around the flank. Price definitely trying to bait Von into this Raketen. There we go, runs over a mine. Gonna take a foul. It's not going to be quite dead though. Here comes T-70s. Charging straight down the center. I think the Raketen missed there. Conscripts urahing in, but they're dying. Raketen about to miss again. Where's the... Okay, here we go. Third T-70 finally coming in. A bit late though. Down goes the first one. The second one also goes down. And now the Raketen finally connects. Third T-70 dead. And that's it for Von. Well, and there we go, end of the game. Well, there we go, giving the old new monitor test. So give me some feedback on the settings. I'm not going to re-encode this either with the spoiler screen, just so I can see how it uploads raw to YouTube. So yeah, I'll wrap on that, guys, and I'm really looking forward to the new patch. Should only be a couple of days away now. Fingers crossed. Alright, Catch you all later. Peace.